Bienvenue à vous tous et merci de nous rejoindre. Good evening to you all, and thank you for joining us here for race number 14, the penultimate race of the season in the Cone Racing League of season number 4. We're here in the circuit of Monaco. We've got before us 39 laps around a 2-mile distance circuit, 3.3 kilometres. But first, I am very, very happy to introduce to you, we have a very special guest for this evening. He is the Master of Monaco, rubbing shoulders with some of the fastest in the world at this circuit. He is your winner of both Season 2 and Season 3 in the top tier of Cone Racing League. We are very blessed to have with us the meme lord himself, Mr. Duil. Good evening, sir. How are you?
Hello, hello. Too much honor for a single man, but thank you, Vincent.
Good, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I enjoyed doing it. Right, Spawn, welcome. Everyone, this is going to be class. This is massive time. Just while we see the first people coming out the pits, just a little bit of a reminder of what's going down at the moment. So you can see that they've already, well, there's some already out there. Murphy is out there setting his. I tell you who we'll go and have a little look at. Jay Wills, who's on his outlap, because he is our current championship leader, but by only one single point. The championship stands at the moment of Jay Wills with 336 points, Ryan Mills with 335, Big Ben with 332 as 1, 2, 3. Insane figures there. It's all still up for grabs. Hedgehog in fourth, 210, so 120 points back from this leading pack. But yes, this week, or over the last week, Murph and Gautier Fallon, they were leaped into 5th and 6th, with JB Bowie and Sniper Boy jumping into those positions. JB Bowie, of course, getting himself a podium last week, came in 3rd in the USA, so well done him. Right, watching him come round now. Let's make sure everything is right. Enable, it is. Okay, we'll keep an eye for anything else going out on track. But we're just seeing the riders come round. CJ Mike, he's stepping in for this evening. Golden Wolf and CJ Mike's, they're the two in the McLaren. Looks like they're going to step in for El White and Joe Vickers. So, Jay Wills is just about to start his hot lap, and I think I'm going to hand it over to Duil. If you can please just talk everyone through the lap, the gears that he's going through, what is, corner for corner, really. It's over to you.
Yeah. For Jay Will, alright. So, yeah, the exit of Anthony Nuggets is not perfect, but it's fine, You can go into third into Sunday vote. It's okay. The uphill into Massenet. Yeah, 5th gear. And 4. The hairpin. Yeah, I get the 1st gear. Mirabeau, Portiers, 2nd gear, missing the apex, but it's alright. Didn't get any wheel spin in the exit. The nouvelle chicane. Yeah, that's pretty much the good line. Into Tabac. Pretty good Tabac for Jay Will. Yeah, swimming pool, no invalidation, it's perfect. La Rascas, Anthony Nuggets. A bit wide, but no walls, no ARS unfortunately, and it is a 111.1.
Wow. So, during that, Mr. Squiddo's put an unbelievable lap in. There's all sorts going off on track. I don't know if everybody's going to let me catch up here, but, oh, someone's cutting the corner. Oh, there's two cutting the corner there. What are they doing? That's Gautier on his one lap. Anyway, there's a yellow flag. There's all sorts going off on the track at the moment. Who's that in the corner? Is that Mr. Squiddo's gone off? Is it Missy Joy Joy?
He's doing a Rosberg 2014.
Oh.
And
wow,
he's doing now a regular fun.
I don't know what's going on at the moment. Sorry, I've completely and utterly lost the plot. Big Ben went out. Big Ben is currently in third position in the championship behind Ryan Mills and Jay Wills, as we've just said, and that is huge considering he's gone straight out in qualifying, and we all know what type of track this is to get by people. Absolutely insane. Sorry, I'm not even following anyone on the track at the moment. I'm trying to concentrate, look all over at what is going on here in the grand scheme of things, but this is very, very bad news for Big Ben. It looked like the Nova chicane that he's actually lost it on. He seemed to be parked up there, if that was him that we saw in the rear of our images at the time. But I really don't know what on earth has just gone on. CJ Mike's on a lap. He's still a valid lap. Coming up to 15 and 16. And Raskas.
JB Bowie in medium. Quite interesting.
111.8, not too bad, but you can see that CJ Mikes has backed out, wasn't happy enough with his lap. Let me see, Harvey on an outlap, Wild on an outlap. There's a lot of people in the pits. So we'll stay on board with MFC Harvey as he comes up the Beau Rivage towards Massadet, turn 3, and Casino, the right-hander, upcoming of turn 4. Keeps it all right through there. Mirabeau. Or Mirabeau, is it? Mirabeau.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Mirabeau.
Yeah.
Mirabeau 2, Portier. The infamous tunnel.
Yeah, as the tyres wear, that gets a little bit more scarier.
Bit wide into the nouvelle chicane. Into tabac. Fifth gear, pretty okay. Louis Chiron, swimming pool. Third guess maybe too low. La Rascas. Anthony Loagues.
So, MFC Harvey for the Mercedes puts it in P9 with his lap there. Wild Dog 2K, 2KK9. He's set a lap 112.3. Looks like he's wobbling around a little bit there. It wasn't a great exit before the tunnel in Portier. That wasn't what he would have wanted. Gautier Lefalon, again qualifying well, looks pacey through the start of the track. We'll stay on board with him for just a moment as he enters sector 2, the right hand side of the Mirabeau. Is it high chicane or high turn? Anyway, the Grand Hotel hairpin, feature of the a feature of the track, but there's not much of this track that isn't really a feature. Massive down on the brakes. Kept decent pace through there. That didn't look too bad. Louis Chiron.
Whoa. He touched it.
Yeah, he's messed it. Unlucky him. Loses it. Just to say unlucky. Unfortunate for him. He's going to come round, and will he have another chance for another go? Jay Wills coming through the tunnel. But there's others coming through the tunnel. Hopefully they don't get in his way. He's going to have to make a move. Oh, he's wobbled around a little bit. Is that going to cost him? And it has. He's had to back out of the lap. Oh, no. That isn't good. Coming through too fast. Arguably, it looked like there was one of the cars on his racing line just in front of him. That's just messed him up a little bit. And that's going to cost him going any faster on this lap, I would dare say. Ryan Mills just coming round back into the pits. So he is currently in P6 with a 112.2. Purple sector there for Mazzles. Takes that rather nicely. Staying wide, keeping pace. It's not too bad of a lap at the moment. Can't see any changes. Mr. Squeedle still with an unbelievable lap with a 110 dead on, or so it may seem, with one over a second fastest on the track currently.
To be honest, 110 flat. It's pretty good for Academy.
It's not bad at all, and unfortunately for Mazzles, we've just seen him bounce off both sides, and that is going to be him popping round back into the pits. Mean Man Moody, we have lost on the track somewhere. Or had he pulled in? I can't see where he was on the track. Crash Gaming, it's not set a lap yet. Where was Murphy? I'm sure he was just on a lap a second ago. Golden Wolf, we've also lost. Oh, Murphy is there. His second lap put him into P4. Well done him with a 1:11.1. Saw him coming round. He was just coming around that final turn. That would be the Mercedes in the Racing Point, and see whether or not they're going to do anything better. Doesn't appear so. Sniper Boy and JB Bowie. So, yeah, Sniper Boy and JB Bowie, as I said, have leapfrogged into 5th and 6th. They're on 169 points. 156 as Sniper Boy. Murphy 155. Mazzle's 155. Gautier 148. So still a lot to play for right through all of the championships still, which makes it pretty interesting with one race to go. And just how close these front three are is insane. 4 points difference with 336. 335 and 332 for J. Wills, Ryan Mills and Big Ben, who has already unfortunately seen his qualifying come to an end early doors. JB Bowie setting a lap with a purple first sector and hugs the corner, takes as much of it as he's probably allowed to. And again. And we'll see what his sector time looks like as he comes out of the tunnel towards turn 10 and 11. Takes it well. Gautier left for Lon has gone quicker. 1:11.064 in front of J. Wills. 1:11.1. Murphy 1:11.1. Oh wow. 1900ths separate them. Can JB Bowie improve? He can. Well done, Jack. He puts himself into P3 with a 1:11.1, and then just to celebrate slams the nose into the side of the wall after turn 1, but it didn't really matter. So DeWill, obviously in the championship we've got these front three runners. Do you have any idea who you think could be winning this championship, or what could happen today? I mean, it's obviously a big hit for Big Ben.
Yeah, unfortunately for the AlphaTauri team, Ben is going to start 18, so pretty much for him it will be a race, just survive and get the position. The others will let him. Just have to finish the race, and then he will see where he will finish. He got a lot of work to do, so I think if I will be him, I will just be very careful and pray for a chaotic race in front of him. Then for the two others, J. Wills and Ryan Mills, which are P3 and P5 for the moment. Both on soft, so no different strategy for both of them. Just stay out of troubles.
Yeah.
Trying to keep your position, and yeah, the less of troubles they will get, higher they will be at the end of the race. Yeah, inevitably around here it's quite common to get some damage on the front wings that we've already seen a few of already. Ryan Mills didn't have a second lot of fuel in for that second lap. He's just brought it round and brought it back in the pits. J. Wills has been demoted ever so. Sniper Boy is in second. Mr. Squeedo, while we were talking there, also went quicker with a 1:09.971, has subbed his by a few hundredths even. Gone under his fastest time. J. Wills on his outlap now. Less cars on the track. If we got anyone coming round on a lap, we've got Murphy. He's coming round Casino. I'll jump on board with him with just a mo and see if he can better it. 1:11.1. He's set so far. Some close times at the front of the pack from second, onwards really, right down to ninth, and then a little bit of a drop to Mazzles, but a few of them are in the pits and going to be setting another lap soon on a much warmer track. Second to P7, it's pretty close, like 1/10.
Yeah, yeah, it is crazy.
Yeah. On this track, starting P2 and starting P7, it's huge. So
yeah,
every 10th, every hundreds, or even every thousands are very important.
Yeah, it is exactly that. Just getting onto the throttle, that just tiniest of fractions quicker is the difference between like seemingly 4 or 5 positions at the front of the grid. It's insane, but that is the nature of the beast. We're on board with Jay Wills. So Jay Wills, currently our championship leader by the point to Ryan Mills. These two have got themselves up there, at least in 4th and 6th currently. Jay Wills trying to go a little bit quicker. Looked like he lost the back end a little bit in the Grand Hotel hairpin of turn 6. He's trying to make it up through the tunnel. Let's see where he is at the end of his sector 2. Takes it relatively well, carries decent speed. Yeah, going a bit too quick. He's going to have damaged his wing there. You would think he was up. I think he was 3/10 up by the look of it, but it's unfortunately not ended the way that he would have wanted. With 1 minute 50, that's it as well for him. I don't think he'll have chance. Yeah, he's going to just coax it around now, but he's got damage completely on his wing. JB Bowie there. There's Mr. Squeedo. He's on an outlap. So is Sniper Boy Hearts. There's quite a few on outlaps, as you can see. They're just bunching up a little bit. They want to be a bit careful.
Oh, Murphy was sideways in Mirabeau?
Ooh.
Thankfully, he held up MUF the RV, but RV is on the outlap, so it's
whoa.
fine.
We've just seen in the background of the image there, someone spin around, caught the back end, going into another chicane. Might have been Hedgehog, it was or Mike's potentially. It was Renault, I believe. We're just still on board. Sniper Boy, he's on his outlap at the moment, and just about to go first out of all of these final runners as we come into the final minute of our qualifying here. Number 14, race number 14. Only one more race this season, so it just shows you just how close these figures are. Next race in Silverstone to finish the season off. I just hope, I really hope that both Jay Wills and Ryan Mills keep it going till the rest of the season. And if Big Ben can pull out an absolute worldy performance, he can still be in the mix there as well on the final day. But it's going to take a big ask for him, I think, on today. Such a tough track to get by, people. It's the worst case scenario to be out early doors. It's just not what you want. It's not ideal. Sniper Boy Hearts, however, he was 7th last week in the USA. Sniper Boy 6th with 156 points in the championship. Can he go any better? Can he launch an attack on Squiddo? And I don't think he's going to there. We've just seen him clip the front right wing. Took a little bit too fast. He has got damage, yeah, so that's his attempt gone. The qualifying is now finished. Mr. Squiddo's on another lap. MFC's as on another lap. Who else is still out on track?
Just cut Mirabeau low, and so his lap time.
So he's invalidated. MFC Harvey's just coming around the final corner to complete his final lap. So does CJ Mike. He's got a 112.1 and finishes. MFC Harvey with a 111.7 and finishes. He can't go any better. We're on board with him. No, he's done. He's done. We're all done. It's Sniper Boy in the pits, and apart from that, everybody has completed. So that is just done. Mr. Squeedo is our pole sitter for Monaco with a 109.9. Wow, by the way. That's pretty impressive. Speed. Sniper Boy Hart with a 111 just over, with Gautier just in behind him. Ryan Mills gets himself into 4th. Jack Bowie, he is 5th. Jay Wills in 6th just behind, so he's still well in there. Jay Wills, he'll be happy to still launch an attack, but Ryan Mills in a bit of a more positive position. Can he get it done and put himself the top of the championship with one race to go? But that's it, done. Goes so fast. So, just to repeat one more time, Mr. Squid, Sniper Boy, Gautier, Ryan Mills in 4th, JB Bowie we're up to, and sorry, we're up to J Wills. So, Murphy in Alfa Romeo, he is in 7th with a 111.1. MFC Harvey in the Mercedes in 8th. Wild Dog, CJ Mikes, Mazzles in 11th. Reverend Crash Hedgehog in 14th. Unlucky for him, Hedgehog. I know that he would have been expecting more of himself today. Mean Man, Moody, Greg's Gaming Centre. And then we backed off with the races at Big Ben. Michigan Golden Wolf at the bottom with him. So, unlucky there. Is the session finishing? Yes, it is. Right, so we haven't touched on it yet. What would you go strat round here, Duel?
Everyone in the top 10 will be on soft.
Yeah.
So, with that pace, Squido, I think I could do a 2-stop, soft, medium, medium. If he can keep that pace, yeah. Because he will be in front of the others, and if he can just build another gap on the others when the others will be on hards, he can do 2-stop and be more safer on tire wear.
Yeah.
For all of the others, I think track position will be so important, and so 1-stop, soft, hard, and stay in front of the others.
Yeah, I think that's the one, isn't it? Soft, hard around here. Just try and go for the one. Just manage them well, and defend if you need to defend when you need to defend. It's just staying away from the barriers. That's all this is about. Stay away from the barriers. Even if you're slightly slower, but you can be more consistent by doing so. Stay away from the barriers. Ultimately, because it's going to make the race a very, very long one if you're having to slow excessively for every corner. Yeah, be an interesting one. This one, I'm going to put a bet on actually and say that we're going to see at least one changed wing.
Yeah. Well, what a ballsy bet, mate.
It'll be potentially a few here, especially if there's any rainfalls, because it looks like it's darkening a little bit, or is that just me? But we are just about to start our formation lap, so you can see their predicted stop strategy at the bottom: a soft, medium, soft, hard, a one-stop, soft, medium. Did it say there? I think that would be a big ask. But Mr. Squido heads them. So on track we've got the two McLarens that were selling in. Who was it? Golden Wolf. Who was the other one? CGM Mikes. Then we've got the racing points of JB Bowie and Wild Dog. The Mercedes of J Wills, MFC Harvey. Ferrari have Ryan Mills and Crash Gaming. Hedgehog in the Renault. And who else is in the Renault? Or have I missed someone there? There isn't another one. Alfa Romeos of Murphy and Mazzles, Haas, Greg's Game Centre, Gautier Lefalon, Red Bulls, Mr. Squido, Missy Joy, and is it Missy? Yeah, Missy Joy, and Sniper Boy Hearts with the Reverend Melvin. At Williams and Alpha Tauri with Big Ben and Mean Man Moody. Warmed up the tyres as much as possible, and there's been
even more your rear. You can't just have a bad start on this track. You want to have the best start possible. So you can forget to ram your front tires, but just get your rear tires as hot as you can.
So what Twill is clearly aiming at there is the fact that Reverend Melvin and Crash Gaming are going to be sat in 12th and 13th position with cold tyres. Certainly compared to the rest of the track. That could cause some issues further back for the quicker starters. CJ Mikes is obviously connected with someone as well there towards the end. Mazzles, he's obviously bumped on the warm-up lap. So strange. But they did. Obviously, it was at the end, so they'll probably got away with it a little bit more. But you don't lose any damage to the drivers that do contact with other drivers on the formation lap. So you do start... Yeah, thankfully we're good. That looks class, the board on the right hand side with this image at the moment. How class that look. Superb. So we'll go and have a little look on board Mr. Squido and see what goes on behind him. It's 5 lights here in Monaco for the Monaco GP. He's got a decent launch. Let's look in behind him. Everybody seems to wave quite nicely. There's not been any contact back there so far. So the first corner's gone relatively smoothly Let's go back to the back of the field. Yeah, I think that they're all away okay. Keep your eyes peeled as we finally catch up with everyone again, because of course the graphic you can see on the left-hand side isn't technically correct, but it looks like they're all away really smoothly. The AlphaTauri trying to get down the inside of Golden Wolf there. It's Big Ben trying to make all the moves he can, and you can see there, wow, there's a little bit of connection there towards the back. The Haas took some damage. I thought I saw the Haas take some damage. Was Mazel's caught up in that as well? No, it looks like he's all right. They're all coming through the tunnel now, but there was definitely some wing gone there. The AlphaTauri of Big Ben. Oh, no. It is Big... Oh, no, he's not. No, he's got his wing. He's got his wing. My apologies. I thought his front left had gone. Did Golden Wolf get some? Who's took the batter there? Get Greg's Game Centre. He has took a little bit of wing damage. So, getting up the field, Ryan Mills... there has been a mistake by Gautier Le Fallon around La Rascasse, and he's going to be stopped dead in the track. I'm not sure if he can reset in that scenario as well. Maybe he can if it's safe, but there's so many cars coming around there at the moment, I don't think it would be. And Gautier has gone flying down. He's managed to pull himself straight into the pits, which is fair play. Mishy Joy doing the same and pulling himself into the pits. Obviously, that was reflective of these early problems in the race. A little bit of contact, and Mishy Joy's left the session. He's left in the pits, so that might have been excessive damage for him to not want to come out. Gautier Le Fallon, however, I imagine will want to do so.
Squido is flying, already 2.2 seconds ahead of viewers.
Yeah, good start for Squido. Interesting. Let's see how he takes it. Like butter. And Mishy Joy's back. Yay, get up the lad. So hopefully he'll get back in his car and back on track if he did come out the pits. Yeah, he did. He did. So Sniper Boy in second, Ryan Mills in third. He'll take that at the moment, Ryan, with Jay Wills in behind him, with a little bit of a tussle between him and MUFC Harvey that's close in behind the teammates at Mercedes. Mr. Squido with the fastest lap of the race, which confirms what you've just been saying there, DeWill, of 1:13.4 with DRS now enabled. Because we're on the third lap of 39. Looks like, as you've rightly said, Mr. Squido is absolutely charging forward here. Mr. Squido is currently 10th in the championship. He didn't join earlier on in the season, so until later on in the season, so that would have been a very interesting addition to see him race in this league. I think he could have done extremely well. So well, of course, he might have been moved back out if he was performing like this against his opposition every week. But let's see how he goes. He's going all right. It looks like the graphic's gone on the right hand side.
Yeah, it's fucked again.
Yeah. Position change. Tires. Put tyres and interval. Doesn't want to play with it. No. He'll come back up soon enough, hopefully, all being well. Mr. Squido flying out ahead. Sniper Boy. Around the final turns, 18 and 19. Anthony, pronounce the last corner. Anthony Nogues.
Anthony Nogues.
Tony Nogues. Tony Nogues.
Yellow flag in sector 2, it's for Mishy Joy.
Mishy coming into problems on the medium tyres. Sharp left-hander for Sniper Boy, so he can't get any closer, Sniper Boy, to Mr. Squido in second position with 4.8 seconds behind him. Mr. Squido's absolutely flying, clearly very, very rapid. JB Bowie having a decent race so far as well and mixing it up there once again. As I say, 5th in the championship for him, showing himself at the top of it again. Jay Wills has dropped a second behind him at the moment, can't get inside it, but he would have DRS if he could. Maybe is that going to make a difference? Not much going on currently in terms of anybody having a chance to get by. There's a little bit of a bunch up of the pack back where it's not behind Murphy. Who's that? It's CJ Mike, so behind him he's got a few bits going on. Who is that? That is the fastest lap again by Mr. Squido with 3 purple sectors. He's waiting for absolutely nobody, and there's a few there with penalties all of the sudden. There's a little contact as well there between the Williams. It looked like the Alfa Romeo was trying to get around the back of him, but the Renault's been able to hold his own. That's CJ and Mike. Reverend in behind him. Mazzles, I think, was trying to have a little go around the side, and Big Ben with the... Has he still got them? Yeah, he's good. Big Ben is good, so he's climbing slowly but surely. He's still got masses and masses of amounts to do, but we've got a lot of laps for him to do it. But he's at the back of a pack if he can stay in connection with them.
Jojo just ignore the nouvelle chicane.
Wow. So hopefully we see very little of that, with people trying to catch up in the races and going straight over the Nova chicane. Obviously we know that you can do it, but it's not good. But it looks like someone's had a problem in the Nova chicane. Who is that?
Jay Wills.
It's Jay Wills. Has been involved in some bother. Has he got any damage? Doesn't look like he has. Maybe he's just clapped the knocked the back wheel, should I say, coming out of the left-hand side turn, potentially.
He hit the inside wall with his rear tires.
Well, that's not good for Jay Wills and his go at the championship. And he slowed right down. Is there a problem there?
Safety car. They are all pitting.
There is a safety car. What is going on? Is that Jay Wills? Why is he waiting there? What's going on? I'm confused with what's going on with the images at the moment. It looks like there's a bit glitchiness going on in the lobby so far, but there's a safety car out. Not quite sure who it's for.
I think because of the Jay Will incident.
Yeah.
He got stuck in the nouvelle chicane like for 10-15 seconds. So
yeah.
That just triggered the safety car.
Yeah, it looked like he was in a lot of bother there. I was lucky that he didn't after his race wasn't over.
With that pace, if I was Mr. Squido, I would take a medium stint and then do another pit stop later in the race.
Right. Well, he's currently out there at the moment and he's been able to go flat out pretty much around this bit. Is he going to dive in and do the change now from the softs? He is going to do that, and you might very well just take your advice there.
Because the softs are way too
oh, they're preparing hards.
On hards to the end.
He's prepared his hards, and he's going to go on hards, unless he's going to do a hard stint and then come back on the softs instead, and wanted to do it that way. Don't know, but he certainly showed enough pace.
JB takes the lead. Ooh.
JB has stayed out. Yeah, he has. So interesting. I was just about to say he's just about to catch the safety car. A lot of knots there. He might want to slow down a bit. Maybe he thought he was going to go past it. I don't know. Has he? No, he won't have. He won't have.
Sniper Boy in mid-jump. Sniper Boy is trying an aggressive strategy.
Yeah, Sniper Boy looking good. Mr. Squido on the hards, as we know. Hedgehog stayed out.
Yeah.
Ryan Mills got himself some fresh hards as well. The time he's behind is irrelevant at the moment because there's a safety car on track. So everyone will bunch up behind the safety car, just coming round Portier, turn 8. And just about to head off through the tunnel while we wait for the rest of them to catch up. So far, JB Bowie is our current race leader, but he's through with 6 laps of softs. And we'll take this opportunity to have a little look at what's going on. CJ Mike's, unfortunately, he's got a drive-through penalty that he's going to have to serve. And because of the bunch-up, that's going to be extremely costly to his race. 3 seconds is Ryan Mills has got 3 seconds. That's an interesting one. That could make a difference later on in the race for definite. As well, Wild Dog and Gautier Fallon we saw had a little bit of a nightmare in the final corner. There wasn't the final corner actually, was it? Was it last? It was Raskas, wasn't it? Yeah, Raskas. So turns 17. This one that we're looking at as we speak, in fact, and I think he just carried a little bit too much pace into it. He didn't seem to be able to get the front end round, and went straight into the wall. He's got picked up some damage as a result. So very unfortunate. You can see on the tyres as well. Stops. Mr. Squido's made his stop as Sniper Boy did. Ryan Mills did. You can see on the left hand side all the drivers that have. Mean Man Moody wanted to get track position. Mazzles, he's stayed out. Hedgehog stayed out. As did JB Bowie, our current race leader.
JB Bowie on soft. The soft just last maybe 10 laps. and then they are falling down like mad. So they are already 7 laps old.
And at this rate, it'll be interesting. No, they will come in this lap. I would have thought. There is only one person at the back now. I was thinking there, if they had to go around another time as well, that would be very, very costly for JB Bowie. Yeah, has he made the right decision here? Maybe not. Maybe not. Could he have got it done? But as a track, it's hard to get past. Maybe he thinks he can defend a line for just a few laps. Try and wait for the field to fan out a little bit. Try and steal an extra lap or two out of the softs, if he can. Even if he has to nurse them a little bit, see what happens in behind him, because there's going to be a lot of cars going flat out. Safety car is in this lap, as we presumed.
He will have to pit pretty soon.
Yeah.
If there is no safety car after this one, maybe that could be a good strategy, because he will be in clean air. But another safety car is just in the sauce.
Bad news. And here he comes. Found the last corner. It looks like Hedgehog has got caught on the inside and he's had to hit the wall. He's flicked back out on track. He's ghosted. Thankfully, there was going to be problems, but he's got some damage on his car. Problems. The front three open out. JB Bowie gets himself away. Still maintains it nicely. All three of the front three. Nice and packed and tight. But they are away, so the front pack of three just managed to stretch themselves a little bit away from Ryan Mills, but not by much, just over a second. Sniper Boy very lucky there to not go into the back of Mr. Squiddo. He broke very, very hard and late, forgetting, of course, that Mr. Squiddo's on hard a compound. Him, of course, on the mediums. Here we are towards Noval. You can see the difference in the turning speed of both the cars just quite aptly there. At turn 11.
Yellow flag, something is happening in the rainbow chicken. Yeah, I think it was Hedgehog.
Yeah. Very well, could have been. I was looking on the map on the right hand side, and it looked like Hedgehog got passed there by Big Ben. So he's jumped another spot and gets himself into 11th. Things going quite well for him at the moment. He nearly got himself into danger earlier on. Just see the back end of Mr. Squiddo flap around a little bit. Sniper Boy right near. Would have caught him a little bit as a result of that launch. Is he going to get a chance going into the casino? It's a good opportunity if you can. If you can.
On hards.
Didn't get the chance on this occasion. Unfortunately, we've lost Crash.
Squiddo just get a penalty for corner cutting.
Ah, no. So Mr. Squiddo gets his 7th penalty as well. Let's have a little look on our social media. See who's watching. See what everybody's saying. Oh no, rain question mark is put into the chat. It's probably a possible shout. It looks like it's getting a little bit dark on track.
Squiddo just lost the rear. It's fine, but he lost the position.
Looks like he's maintained his front wing, which is the most important part really of this track. But yeah, he's dropped himself down a position into 3rd, and Mr. Sniper Boy takes himself up a position. 6 positions is Mazzles, by the way, from the start of this race, and he's going around rather nicely. In 5th position at the moment behind Ryan Mills. So the 2 Alfa Romeos jumping and gaining spots in this race. As you know, very, very similar drivers, them two. They seem to be quite close all of the time.
He's disqualified from the race.
Oh. That may be cutting the Nova chicane again, possibly. I don't know. No, there's no one around there, so I don't know what's happened there.
We got our tier 1 leader in the chat. Say hello to Freg. Hello, Freg.
Hello, Freg. He's on only the right. The Master of Monaco does the comms for this one. Says Ferg, and he would be absolutely spotty dog. on board with JB Bowie, who's still, at this moment in time, let's have a little look at the tyres. So, the tyre selection at the moment, he's on 11 laps of softs. Is he doing all right with them?
Yeah, I'm watching him and he's not sliding a lot, so I think he's doing a pretty good job with those one tires. And yeah, if he keep going with Squido penalty and not really good pace on hard, and then Sniper Ball who will not go to the end with those tires, he's doing good.
He's managing them quite well. Sniper Boy's had a couple of little looks at him there. We're just going through the tunnel, looking at the back. Unbelievable camera angle this of JB Bowie. Can't do anything before the Nova chicane. You can just see in the background Mr. Squido trying to catch them back up in the Red Bull as well on his 5-lap-old hards. Careful coming towards the pool.
Nice.
And this is where we say, ooh. It so easily misjudged that final corner, especially as the tyres begin to degrade. You definitely have to get on those brakes just that little bit quicker, and it can catch you out. But there we see the race leader goes back and creates a little bit of a gap against Sniper Boy in second. Sniper Boy half a second behind. Mr. Squido in third, Mazzles and Murphy in fourth and fifth, going well. So really, there's so many different strategies for this. I saw, but when I did a practice before as well, it came up with a medium hard. So you do 20 on the mediums and 39 on the hards for the full race. So obviously, you were saying before though, you reckon that soft hard was the one for today.
If you start on soft, yeah, soft hard. If you want to keep the track position,
Yeah.
if you feel comfy enough to push like a madman, and if you are at the front, 2 stops soft medium is, I think it's like 10 seconds faster, but you have to deal with the traffic.
Yeah, that's the big ask on this track for me. Always is. You've got the track position is so important on this track. It's just ridiculous. You can have as much pace as you want, but sometimes you just have to follow someone round lap after lap after lap because you just never get the right opportunity, or they manage to absolutely nail one corner of the whole lap, and it happens to be the one that you can catch them on, which is like just before a straight. It can go down pretty awful. But we're still on board with Murphy. Just chilling with him at the moment. He's behind a little bit of a pack in front of him. We'll jump to the front of them. JB Bowie still our track leader, going round Casino. Sorry, not round Casino, round the hotel hairpin.
Both Alfa Romeos are catching.
Getting there. Some pace going through that tunnel, by the way. Bowie at the front is going to start to struggle around those corners, and I think this might be the first opportunity. Oh, he's probably opened it right open. Ooh, looked like Sniper Boy went a little bit deep into that to try and go at him. Just a bit too fast. I hope that he's not got any damage as a result of that. We'll have a little look on the front of him. Looks like it's all in there at the moment. Gautier, a 3-second time penalty. And that final corner as well.
Yeah, the front left tires of Bowie got the line of wear, so I think his tire was pretty short at this moment.
Yeah. Yeah, he did the right thing, JB Bowie, and made way for Sniper Boy, who is our current race leader. Mr. Squido moves into second. Is JB Bowie, of course, though, going to get out of the pits and not cost himself too many places. Gautier.
In front of Ben, it would be nice for him. Come on. He can't.
He can't, indeed. That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Sorry, what were you going to say?
That's bad news for Bowie to be behind Ben.
Yeah, it seemingly so. Hopefully he might have a chance in the tunnel here if he could get his toe down and get nice and close to him before this exit. I don't think he has, by the look of it. Nope. So even with everything open, should be relatively easily enough defended from Big Ben, who has Mori RS currently.
How else we do get behind both Alfa Romeo?
That's a very valid point. Not a clue. Not a clue. But
Yeah.
Murphy and Mazzles are going to take it and get
Yeah.
beyond.
I think the hard tires was not the best idea.
Interesting.
And as the weather looks pretty forecast, I think the track is not hot enough for the hard tires.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's sliding everywhere.
Yeah, you can see that. Yeah, he's drifting there round. Well, it was massive. Well, right, it was the whole lot, wasn't it? Massenet and through Casino. He sort of lost the back end several times through there, so he's trying to get as much heat into his tyres as possible, and he's really trying to push it to the end of what he can. But you only get away with that for so long. But I like the way he's driving. He has to push it, and he's doing so. An aggressive style.
Yeah, but it's not the fastest on this track.
No. Well, that's it. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes slow is fast. Or quite often, slow is fast. Fast is fast too, by the way.
This track, very often when someone looks slow, it's pretty fast because it's just clean and yeah, just hitting every apex, every good exit. That's everything on this track.
Yeah. Great race.
He's flying at the front.
Sniper, he's opened himself a 4. Yeah, he's picking up a decent bit of pace indeed. Sniper's been putting the time in. Mean Man Moody with a 5-second penalty for corner cut in there, unfortunately. Mean Man in 13th, but he's on 3 laps of soft, so he can push. Well, unfortunately, the time that he would have made up on them softs, he might have just cost himself. Skipping the corner a bit. Easy done on this track, though, because when you're trying to get everything out of it, you can cut corners pretty easy. And that's just because you're trying to get every 100th of a second out of the track, so you can sometimes take it to the very limit, and sometimes you get away with it, and the odd time you don't. But Sniper Boy, nearly he's approaching a 5-second lead here. Best tyres on Mazzles, but if he can open that up and more, he'll have a decent chance. Next person behind him is JB Bowie, really, on the most freshest tyres behind that.
Murphy in P3 got wing damage.
Oh, that is not good news for Murphy. He has got wing damage, and he's hit the wall. Oh no, that is Mr. Squido. Oh no. So Murphy, as we thought, would struggle to turn, and he's had to brake really. He's just not been able to slow the car down going into the first, and unfortunately he's hit the wall. Mr. Squido's had all the pace in the world, and Mr. Squido's got front left wing damage as a result of the connection behind Murphy. So unfortunate for them two, and you can see the pace that they're now having to take that corner, with Ryan Mills probably licking his lips in behind them two now. He knows that they'll be coming out of his way any minute to go and repair them. Probably won't take too many laps up them two now, but Ryan Mills will have some fresh air in front of him, and he can try and catch Mazzles a little bit and really put a dent in this championship. Jay Will's currently in 9th position.
And Ben P7, Ben is doing exactly what he has to do.
Yeah, absolutely. Great shout. Yeah, Ben's absolutely flying. He's doing really well, considering where he started this race. He's just done a job, hasn't he? Just done a job. So fair play to him. Jay Wills, did he have damage there front right? Looked like he might actually have that. He does.
Yeah, he got damage.
He doesn't have an end plate on the front right, so he's received some damage as well, Jay Wills, and as you can see, he's popped himself into the pits. So there's quite a lot going on. Let's have a little look at this pack. So as you can see on track there's a lovely little pack going on between the Mazzles, Murphy, and behind Mr. Squido, Ryan Mills, all on the short little burst up towards the hairpin. Mazzles with 18 laps of mediums. How many
should be pretty worn now.
What would you expect to get out of mediums round here, do you know?
They can do the half of the race.
Right, okay.
So just like we are, actually.
Yeah. Right, okay.
As long as Murphy is behind him and holding the pack, I would stay on track. If I was Mazel.
Yeah.
I Yeah, because Murphy was holding, so even with one tire, he was gaining some time on the others behind. So yeah, just stay on track and get fresher tires for the end.
Interesting decision, as was Murphy's decision to stay out on track to go around again, knowing that the front left is quite badly damaged. So that's going to hamper Mr. Squiddo a little bit, maybe. That might be costly. Ryan Mills in behind them, he's trying to catch up. Mazzles gets a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting.
Yeah, and just like Bowie, he just get behind Ben at the pit exit. So
yeah.
He's going to lose some time to overtake Ben.
Reverend Melvin with a 3-second time penalty. It looks like Jay Wills managed to get past Wild Dog in the pack there, but still 24 seconds behind Mazzles in 8th. We are on board with Murphy still nursing this car around with no left turn. He's had to take all sorts of pace off there. He's actually doing really well, considering what he's got. That might have been close to a cut, but he's managing it well. Mr. Squiddo in behind on the hards. And he's going to stay out again, Murphy, so fair play to him. Ryan Mills is in a decent position now.
And Ryan Mills can go to the end with those tires.
Here we go. Gautier and JB Bowie. JB Bowie makes a move on the outside and gets it done. That is extremely clean, by the way. Getting past Gautier there. Fresher tyres, but that was seamless. Looked very, very seamless. Got it done before the first turn and got the first turn. Absolutely lovely. JB Bowie on an absolute mission.
Yeah, and he got no penalty, so if he can catch the one in front, it can be P2 or maybe higher when Sniper Boy, will have to pit.
Yeah, he's every chance in the world. What a lovely view of Raskas. And Greg's Game Centre is a DNF. Greg's Game Centre has lost it. He is said the voice. The turn 1. Safety car it is. Turn 1, there is a car on track and we're just about to pass it, I would imagine. And there it is, facing the opposite direction. Unfortunate for Greg's Game Centre, but unfortunately he is going to be over in the Haas this evening. So we wait now. Safety car, what does that do for the track? What do you think you would do at this point in the race? Do you go in and change? Now obviously you've got Murphy that's just in the pits and put himself on softs. Would that have been the strategy? Or is mediums the one? Ryan Mills on mediums, just coming out on the mediums. Is that the one? Is that the call?
Yeah, at this point of the race with only 70 laps to go, yeah, go for the medium and go to the end. Even if you got another safety car after, just don't pit for the next safety car. It's the perfect timing to pit and go to the end. So yeah, but for me, that's a no-brainer.
Yeah, it's sat in a pretty nice spot. He'll be he'll be happy with them. Mr. Squiddo with the mediums as well gets another opportunity, because bear in mind what pace he had on the rest of the pack before this, starting pole of course. So now he's on the fresh tyres in 7th. He might have a nice little look at this as well, knowing that Big Ben, and fair play to Big Ben by the way, what an effort this is. He's now in P3 from the back of the pack, albeit that he's on 16 laps of hards. What would you do? Would you try and just manage these tyres and just try and defend as well as you can? Do you reckon one more stop, or is it doable?
That's a good question. I think I will stay. Yeah, stay.
Yeah, 17 more laps. It would put him on 33 laps of hards.
Yeah, but that's hard tires, so should be alright.
Yeah, managing it. Interesting. If he does stay out on them, but bold as well. But obviously a lot can happen after the safety car. We've already had a couple. Or is this the second? I'm not too sure actually.
That's the second safety car.
Is this the second one? Sniper Boy, our race leader then. Fresh mediums. Licking his lips. Here, JB. Jack in second. 8 laps on mediums. Big Ben, as we say, started from a long way back. This is probably a bit more detrimental if anything, if he had to pit. So he's going to have to manage them, so hopefully he can stay there or thereabouts. Let's be realistic about it. He just wants to finish the race and give himself a chance next week. Murphy opting for the softs, so I presume he might have had some used mediums maybe, and he's opted for the softs because he didn't have them left, as possibly, I don't know, if he'd already used a set. Not sure.
Murphy starts? In which position, Murphy?
I think he started around 5, did he? 5, 6, 7-ish? Or 4, even. Can't remember. But yeah, he's the only one on softs, I know that.
7, so he starts on soft. He puts a set of medium for the first safety car and then on soft again? Why?
Soft, medium, soft.
Maybe he got softer in the tire shows, so he didn't get a second medium stick. That's why.
Interesting. But we're back away. Oh no, we're not. No, we're not. Safety car's still in. I was on board with Murphy there. I was just zoning out for a second while I was listening. Right. Where are we? Jay Wills in 9th. Currently in first in the championship, 336. While we're waiting to get round from the safety car, actually, we'll do the constructors. So in 10th position, Haas in 724 points. Ferrari dropped like a stone, really, unfortunately. 986 points in 9th. Red Bull with 1016. Renault just in front with a 1019, so 7th and 8th is close. McLaren 1051 points in 6th place. 5th were Williams 1113. AlphaTauris 1228, they're in 4th place. In 3rd place Alfa Romeo with 1238, and then these two that are making things go right down to the wire by all accounts. Racing Point 1447 and Mercedes 1,494. So 50 points separate them, give or take. 47 points is it? Separate them, so yeah, 47. All to play for the constructors. And
not on this lap, another lap behind the safety car. That's
another lap.
Ben.
Oh, whoosh. Long off.
That's one less lap to do on first tire.
Yeah, I suppose so. So one more safety car lap. While we wait for them to come round, obviously you've won 2 seasons here in CRL. Had some decent times. I know that you're a little bit further back at the moment. How's this season going for you in Tier 1?
Sorry?
How's this season going for you in Tier 1?
It start okay. I got some issue with my internet, and then I got, how to say that, a pretty bad streak.
So things didn't go your way for a few races, unfortunately. Is it one? But I'll put you on the spot now. Who's shaping up to win it? Who do you think?
I think Fer got it now.
Do you think?
Yeah.
He's in a prominent position.
I know he's alright on Monaco because I raced against him on several occasions here, and he's able to score enough points. And then Silverstone, it's set maybe Harv, and some others I can't think now, maybe Jesus. Ferg is unstoppable on Silverstone, so...
Interesting. Oh well, we'll look forward to that.
I'm not forgetting the Boost Brother. The Boost Brother are pretty good on Silverstone.
Who are they?
Come on, AJ, I didn't forget you. Get rid of this broken heart.
Yeah, indeed. So, we all know just how quick they are. So, we're back away though, as the safety car pulled in, and we're up and racing, going towards the first turn. Sniper Boy, yeah, takes it well. takes it well and gets himself away, opens him up a second almost immediately after the safety car, so he's done very well, but obviously he's on the younger tyres, and really it's Mazzles that he wants to be trying to get away from with those 6 laps of hards, because he's without doubt going to the very end. Big Ben, of course, we imagine will do that as well at this point. That extra lap with the safety car's probably done a lot of them a massive favour. Just help them coax those tyres round to the end. And Mazzles, as we've just seen, might as well have gone over the top of the top of the stand to get down that turn. A lot of the corner, unfortunately, going slowly around there. Gets himself a pen for it. We're clean. Everyone looks like they're clean away. Mr. Squiddo has gone on the inside. Oh, and he's caught the back end. He's managed to straighten himself back up. That Mr. Squiddo just trying to leak whatever he can. I think he had a little look at Ryan Mills in front, but I don't think it was quite on Ryan. What a view that is, by the way. I mean, the last few corners. I love that aerial shot. It's just absolutely spot on. Going towards turn 18.
I wish you can just adjust your camera angle. It would be so nice.
Yeah. Multiple frames, I think, would be nice. I always think that you can show one thing at one part of the screen, but have another part of the screen showing something else as a part of it. Another part of the track.
Yeah.
Or show little overtakes, like little replays come up or something when you're in spectator mode. That'd be cool. But Sniper Boy is away. 3.5 seconds away. While the rest of them bunch up behind.
The penalty.
G. Wills has got a time penalty indeed in 9th. And woo! He's had to adjust the position. Oh my word. Murphy looked like he was absolutely everywhere there. He's going to probably get a corner cut for that, I would imagine, but I think he probably needed to do it. In the end, he was all over the back of Big Ben going into that corner. As you would imagine, with the softs, he's definitely going to have the pace against a 21-lap-old hards. And I'm just going to stay on board with Murphy for just a second, because I think he probably smells blood there off Big Ben. See if he can pick him off, because he's got fresh air in front of him now, because the two in Sniper Boy and JB Bowie are away.
Oh, Ben got the penalty.
Oh, Ben's defending. He's defending hard. He's going to have a lot to do. Golden Wolf retires. He's just pulling into the pits. Yeah, okay. Here's a question for you, DeWill. Where would you say would be the most efficient place to pass on this track? If you were going to make a move against someone, you're on softs behind a hard runner. Where do you really try and get as close as possible to get the move done?
You got maybe several spots. You got the dual chicane, just Murphy is trying. Oh, yes.
What? Sniper Boy? Sniper Boy, no. Sniper. Oh no!
The Nova chicane. No.
Oh wow, he's lost it. And you've just seen him parked at the Nova chicane, and everything was going absolutely swimmingly for Sniper Boy. He was the fastest car on track and pulling away, and that is hard to take. That, by the way. Oh man. Got a feel for him there. Unfortunate for Sniper Boy, and cost his position. However, JB Bowie will be absolutely loving life.
Still got 10 laps to do on those tires. It's going to be a stretch, but he did it on soft, so...
Yeah, he's got it. It's whether or not he loses enough time. Big Ben, he's going to surely have quite a few cars behind him. We're under a virtual safety car at the moment, so I don't know why everybody's pinging around, unless the graphics aren't telling us the true story, but it looks like there's yellow flags on the track. Has there been a bit of a change there? No, Sniper Boy's left the session, but we're all good. We are racing again with Murphy once again sniffing around the back of Big Ben. He can't help but think that if Murphy had the mediums to go on, he'd now be sat in 3rd position with 7-lap-old mediums. He'd probably be in the driving seat, wouldn't he? But yeah, it's...
Yeah, because I'm not sure JB will go to the end with this... Oh, Murphy!
Oh, he's gone for it. Did he get it done?
No.
He didn't get it done. He slapped off the side, and it looked like Mazzles had the opportunity then to go and get past him, but didn't. Murphy's managed to keep hold of his spot. Hopefully he didn't get any wing damage off that. Looks like he's still travelling all right. Murphy going well. No, he's he's gone well in practice as well. Has Murphy on a couple of occasions this week. Hedgehog, the only man with JB Bowie on track without a penalty. Unfortunately, we've lost 6 of our drivers in this race that have been swallowed up by Monaco. 6 is pretty standard, actually, for this track.
Yeah, it's not that bad. I saw worse on other leagues, which I will not say the name.
You can't repeat other leagues. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Like we were starting with 14 people and finishing with only 6.
Yeah. Them. Well, there's all sorts of different strategies going on track at the moment. You can see that there's quite a few that are sharing them. Ryan Mills and who's absolutely flying there in behind. Who's that? Mr. Squeedo. Absolutely pinging. And it looks like there's a problem with one of the Hasses further back. Is Gautier Lafalon again, is it?
Yeah.
It is.
Wow.
Come on. What has happened to this man's race? Hopefully he can sort it out. And hopefully he's not got any damage off that.
Yeah, so it's fine.
Is he good? Yeah, he's good. Right. That's the most important bit, I reckon. Around this track. We were talking about it before we came on air, that even the slightest bit of damage that we can see. Jay Wills there, by the way. Jay Wills has lost his end plate on the front right.
Again?
Yeah, it looks like it. He has, yeah. Unless it's the same one. He is 12 laps in. Tis set of mediums.
I will try to stay in front of Murphy for like 2 or 3 more laps, and then I will let him go because he got 6 seconds less of penalty.
Yeah. The problem is at the moment that all of the advantage of Murphy's tyres on the softs are being leaked away by Big Ben at the moment, and obviously he'd be nervous about trying to go around him, considering what happened last time he tried it at the Novell chicane. It's a tough one for Murph's, tough decision to make, because all that pace that you would have had on those softs are almost wasted when you're following someone round the track. With hards, you can only go as fast as them. And you literally, with every second of the lap going past, is more wasted time with those softs, because they just get weaker and weaker. And eventually, you're no faster than any other car on track, and that opportunity to get past is done. And then all of a sudden, you're on the back foot because the people behind you have then got the advantage of the fresher and more effective tyres.
An nameplate just flew. Yeah, it's for Murphy. Murphy lost the nameplate.
Oh no. And bad news for Murphy on the soft, so it means that he probably will have to come back in, and that's going to be costly at this point in the race. You can see just how bunched up they all are. That would inevitably take him to the back of the pack, so he might have to manage his way around. You can see there he's having a little bit of a bump with Big Ben, who is also absolutely nursing this car around. Big Ben's doing an absolute job here, by the way. Imagine him getting second here off this, just carries it another 7 laps, trickles that car all the way around without anybody being able to get in front of him. It would be an amazing achievement considering where he started today.
Alfa Romeo's drivers should swap their position, because now Murphy with this damaged front wing will not be a threat for Ben.
Yeah, Ryan Mills is probably the one where the eyes are on at the moment. His mediums will be staying pretty good all the way to the end. Yellow flag once again. Yellow flag this time. I didn't see what sector that was. It went straight back off. Wild Dog with a 3-second time penalty. Coming through turn 4 and Casino. I think I was reading Mirabeau. On this contact again. You see so many of them little bumps going around the hairpin around this track. But you normally go into first gear, don't you, around the hotel hairpin?
Yeah, you have to be in first gear.
Yeah.
And as soon as you are in the exit of the hairpin, just put the second gear to get traction.
Yeah. So a little tip for everyone watching. Good little race on our hands though now. Last sort of 6 laps ahead of us. And there's all sorts going on track. And that is JB Bowie currently well ahead.
Yeah. He just had to breaking up. He can just chill, put the engine on low to save some tire wear on the rear.
Yeah.
And just chill till the end.
Yeah, he just has to nurse it around now, and he's got the job done. This is one hell of a performance so far by Bowie. Racing Point, by the way, will also be loving the look of this. Their other Racing Point is Wild Dog, and he is still in the race, so he will also score points if he stays where he is at the moment in 8th position. But this is good for the Racing Points ahead of the week ahead and squeezing that Constructors' Championship with Mercedes. Jay Wills, obviously a massive point scorer, but he's down in 7th currently. And MBFC Harvey is still in the race. He pops on some softs and will have some pace here towards the end. But of course, he's got a lot of time to get back up. But even Sniper Boy and Golden Wolf in 15th and 14th would have been scoring points should they have finished the race. Hedgehog and JB Bowie, the only 2 cars on the track to not receive any penalties. Jumping back through the pack, CRL Murphy looking behind at his teammate in P4. That's Mazzles. The pair of them, as I said earlier on, had alluded to that these two were pretty much on par in terms of their ability, and whoa, Mazzles went pinging through that corner. But they two both share 155 points also. So these two desperate to prove to their constructor who's the number 1 driver as we approach the final race of the season after this one. But you can see shot for shot these two are pretty decent. Mazzles in 4th, Ryan Mills in 5th, our current 2nd place in the championship. So 5th and 7th, I believe they started 3rd and 5th, didn't they?
It was almost went into each other.
Who was that? Murphy and Mazzles?
Yeah.
Still so bunched up still, aren't they? Very bunched up. But ultimately JB Bowie seems to be pulling away with each lap. Big Ben seems to be struggling more with each lap. He's really...
Murphy tires are 13 laps old with a broken front wing.
Yeah.
To be a struggle to just reach the end of the race.
Well, yeah, I mean, at this point... Oh, what? He's left. That was lovely by Murphy. He's let Mazzles through, his teammate, in the constructors, so he's recognised that he doesn't want to hold him up any longer, realises that he's probably not going to be able to hold pace. He was starting to drop further behind Big Ben, but lovely show of sportsmanship by Murphy. It's what you love to see.
Yeah, they should do this earlier, but yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think it might have been maybe more beneficial early. I think at this point Murphy still probably had the pace, in fairness, to be able to stay in front, just because it was fresh softs, albeit he didn't have a great wing. But yeah, well, the later and the longer.
Just spun again.
No.
Yeah, he did the same mistake as he did earlier. He hit the inside wall with his rear tires on the level chicane.
Wow, and Mr. Squid also with problems.
That's used for both championships, for Drivers Academy Championship and for Constructors.
That is massive time. Mr. Squido just coming into the pits. I mean, what? I mean, there's that. Yeah, he's getting changed, but that's fastest lap maybe if he manages to keep his position. Maybe he wants the fastest lap. If he's going to finish in 10th anyway, that might be it. CRL Murphy, Ryan Mills still tucked in behind him. Murphy just nursing as best as possible. I mean, he could do enough if he knows the right times to attack. You know, just before the straights get even if it's slow beforehand. Oh, but he's made a mistake, and this could be the difference. And we see Ryan Mills take the 4th spot. Yeah, he's done it, and it's done. I can't see Murphy having any chance now. With that position, they can pretty much forget it. Although Ryan Mills takes a little bit of a deeper turn at 10. he gets it done. So Ryan Mills in P4. Murphy has it all still to protect behind him, as Wild Dog on the mediums behind him is getting a good look at him. Gautier not too far behind after all of the problems that Gautier had earlier on in this race. Nice to see that he's climbed his way back up to 7th and doing well and getting some decent points, because he, without a shadow of a doubt, had some serious pace on here. Big Ben having... I can't... This is one of the best drives of the season for me in any race. For him to do what he's done here is just absolutely phenomenal, by the way. He had it all to do, and there's not many people that can say that they've come from the back to the front on this track. Of all tracks, this is frightening. We've only got a lap and a half to go. Can he do it? Can he nurse it around for long enough? He's certainly still managing somehow to hold this pace against Mazel's behind him. Mazel's.
Yeah, Mazel just caught up Ben so quickly. That's why the Alpha should just swap their position way earlier.
Oh yeah, that's a good shout. Maybe he could have got in front. JB Bowie. Jack's flying. Jack's still flying, and he comes around the final turn and to the opening straight towards Saint Devote of turn 1, and he is on the final lap of the race. Look at him go. Look at him go. 10 seconds. 9 seconds, should I say. He's pulled away at the front of the field. He's had a great stint on these mediums, and he's just going to mosey on round the final few corners of this race.
The car, when you watch, when you look at this ERS, but energy is full, so it's nursing. It's not.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, wow, what a way to finish there. Yeah, full ERS. He's never even had to open himself out at all. He's just managed to keep hold of the lot, and you just see the ones in behind, obviously, a lot more bled to try and catch him. This is an unbelievable two performances, multiple performances, if I'm being honest. The top 3, I think, have all been absolutely a different class. JB Bowie, Big Ben, and Mazel's. In particular, Ryan Mills, I would expect him to be up there, but that's not. I think that's more a credit to him, that I would expect him to be up there, to be at the front of the pack with consideration to what he's done already before today. Pretty solid all through the season.
Bowie in the last corner. He made it.
He ultimately, and here we do. JB Bowie wins Monaco Grand Prix. Wow, JB Bowie. Jack, what a performance, lad. You've got to be absolutely buzzing with that. Big Ben has come in second. Mazel's gets himself on the podium for the Alfa Romeo into third. Ryan Mills has to settle for fourth on the day, but I think he'll be more than happy with that, with consideration to him going to the top of the championship with one race to go. Murphy gets himself in fifth. Gautier, after a horrible little incident during the lap, gets himself back up to P7 for some decent points. Jay Wills puts himself into 8th position, and he will still be right there in with the fight with the last day of the season over at Silverstone.
The fastest lap.
Squeeder did he? Oh, yes, he did. Yeah, it just flashed up at the bottom there. Got the fastest lap indeed after switching over to the softs later on. Because he's outside the top 10, though, does he even get the fastest lap? Not too sure he does.
It's top 15, so he got it.
Oh, is it still? Is he right? Okay, I wasn't sure if we left it as just top 10. Still for that, but yeah, okay, cool. So we'll get that. Reverend Melvin in 12th, and Mean Man Moody makes up the only other driver to finish the race. I think we had 13 in the end finish the race. But absolutely incredible, and probably the right man on the screen there for the driver of the day. However, I'm going to offer it over to DeWill now that he's had a chance to come and do the comms on the Academy for the first time, which we have very much enjoyed him being on. Who is your driver of the day for today?
JB Bowie did a great race, but Ben just starting like P17 and to be P2 at the end.
Yeah.
G Ben.
Can you do me can you do me a favour? Can you try and find them on the chat then? Just try and add them to the chat. Jack, Ben and Massels.
Yeah, I can try.
If you don't mind, I'll just try and find them.
My PS4 is even slower than me.
What's that?
My PS4 is even slower than me.
Mr. Squidder with a 1:12.1 right towards the end there. JB Bowie, our race leader, as you can see on your screens, 19 seconds left, so I'll go through them quick. JB Bowie winner, Big Ben in second, and Mazzles in third, all doing it on the one stop. Big Ben from 17th to second. Jeez, wept. 17th to second, and 11th to third for Mazzles. 11th to third. Incredible. By all three of them. Love that. No. So Mazzles has just told us that he does not have a mic, unfortunately. Absolutely devastated about that. We'll maybe get like some sort of voice recording for him. And I'll play his interview next week for the final race of the season. Get a little bit of a report on how he felt today went. But he deserves his chance to talk. Gets himself the podium on the day in Monaco. He'll be absolutely buzzing with that, without a shadow of a doubt. We'll give these a quick chance to see if they're going to enter the chat and have a little chat with us before we call it a day. But next week we're going to be in Silverstone for the very final race of the season. So before that, however, on Thursday we've got tiers 1, 2 and 3 that are all going to be in Monaco. DeWill, is it a silly question? How are you feeling? This should go for you?
For Monaco or for Silverstone?
Yeah, for Monaco on Thursday.
The dub or the retirement?
Hopefully you can rekindle your relationship with winning and take the victoire round Monaco. I'm sure you've got it in there.
It's my last chance to get a dub. So
yeah, the big un. Well, you never know. You never know with Silverstone, but it sounds like you fancy Mr. Freg.
Yeah, Freg and the others are so quick on Silverstone.
Is it? Interesting. Very interesting. So, give him a second. Are we joining or are we not, fellas? Have you sent them invites?
I just get Bowie in my friend list, so let's go.
Okay, cool.
And there is Ben. There he is. Yeah, let's go.
Perfect.
Hello.
Jack. Mate, you've got to be absolutely dancing around the room after that one.
This is my first ever league race win.
Is it? Oh, mate! Oh, I'm proper happy for you. I'm proper happy for you. You've been getting close. Obviously, you were on the you got yourself on the podium last week. You've been sniffing around quite a lot, haven't you? But yeah, the USA was a decent race for you, but you got what you deserved today, mate. Nice one. How did you feel? How did you feel like the race went for you? Give us a bit of a lowdown on how that went for you, apart from perfect, obviously.
Well, CRL Murphy was giving me a bit of stick, saying if I don't get pole, I should deem it a failure. And then I made a mistake in qualifying, so I was kicking myself. But right. I think just the race, I was behind Ryan, and I knew I was quicker than him, so I just said in my head I was going to do whatever he didn't do. Yeah. So I stayed out and then dragged my tyres out, and I knew there was going to be another safety car because it's Monaco, so it was a gamble. Right. But it worked, and then I was battling Ben for a few laps, and did a great move on him round the outside of Saint-Devot, and then that was inevitably for first place effectively because everyone else pitted again. So it was just I loved it.
Yeah,
I do feel sorry for Sniper Boy though. I want to say that because I don't know what happened to him, but
yeah,
I was looking forward to battling him, and I just didn't even say anything. I was streaming it and just drove past him, and I was just kind of in shock. So
yeah, not as much shock as he'll have been at that point. He was pinging money at that point. I think there was 2 seconds separated you, and I think there was another 2 seconds that separated you and third at the time of it. So I think, but everyone was sort of keeping about the same for a few laps. It fluctuated quite a bit, but everyone was going well. And then the inevitable happened, and obviously at that point there must have been a smile on your face. I know you didn't want to see it happen to him, but surely you've got to grin a little bit as you go past him.
Honestly, it took me a few corners because after I got past the swimming pool chicane, I was like, oh my god, hang on, I'm winning, and then I kind of had to learn I didn't really talk. I had my girlfriend in the stream and I asked her to stop posting comments for the final few laps.
Fair play, fair play. It was the right decision. DeWill, do you have any questions that you'd like to ask to our race leader, our race winner?
What's your tire wear on your soft stint?
Oh, when I pitted, it was 60% at the rears. Because I was struggling.
Yeah.
I was struggling at some point, but yeah.
Yeah, but you were not that sliding a lot, so I think you managed to keep them alive. Quite good, mate. GG.
Yeah, that was a tip I learned from Jay Wills, so he's probably going to be hating me for that now. But he kept telling me to use lean to save the rears, so that's what I was doing.
Fair play, mate. Fair play. Good. Very good. And it's good to see that you were using lean to save the rears, because that's exactly what DeWill said on stream. So you'll hear that later on when you watch it back. So yeah, absolutely spot on. What about Big Ben? Has he managed to get in here?
Hello.
Hello, Betty boy. 17th to second, mate. That like, if it was just shy of being absolutely perfect if Bowie hadn't had an absolute worldie, but that's pretty special as well, isn't it? 17th to second round there.
Yeah, it was the most stressful race ever. Obviously, coming out the tunnel in qualifying, you turn into that chicane.
Yeah.
Just turned in a little bit too early. The wheel just clipped the wall when it just went. My reaction after that was crazy. I was like, nah, this is it. I was like, nah, I got to keep my head together. I got this, just nice and slow. And that's what I did. I saw Jay Wills, I don't know if he got wing damage or not, but then he was behind me, putting on loads of pressure. Bowie come out the pits. I tried battling him a few times, but he was way too quick on those mediums. I was like, there's no point battling. I'm going to let him fly past me. Yeah. And then obviously it's down to the safety cars really. And then I could have maybe gone first, but there was really no need, considering my rivals were below me. And also, congratulations to Bowie on that win. First league race. Congratulations, mate.
Thanks,
I'm proud of you.
Cheers, man.
Absolute class. That is insane. Yeah, I think Wills did have damage from what I remember. I think he had some damage to the front left. I think it was the same with Murphy as well. Murphy was flying at one point. He got damage. There was a couple actually that were looking very, very good at one point. And obviously Gautier was looking pretty decent at one point as well, and obviously things went wrong for him during the race. But that's unreal. I think it got you driver of the day with a 17th to second, albeit that Jack's had it's his first league win and doesn't get driver of the day on us anyway, but it'll be a vote. It'll be put to a vote at a later stage, mate, don't worry. It'll be a close one, that one, with all things considered. But that's absolutely mental. Mazzles as well has said he hasn't got a mic, but he's had an unbelievable race there as well to get himself up into his podium spot. Next week we've got the ultimate, the very final round, race 15 around Silverstone. First, Jack, how's you feeling on Silverstone?
I actually really like Silverstone, which is probably not what anyone's going to want to hear at the moment. But yeah, no, I like it. I kind of hit and miss there because I always tend to spin at turn one. I tend to get too greedy, so I just need to not do that, and I should be okay.
Fair enough. After the race tonight as well, that's going to put you into fourth, I think, in the championship. So it's probably as high as you can get with with Ben, Ryan, and Wills in front of you. So overall, considering that's not a bad end to the season. You've sort of picked up a lot towards the end as well. The sort of outcomes have started to fall your way a little bit more.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's getting used to racing in a league as well. And when you realise that you can push everyone quite fairly and battle people quite closely, it becomes a lot easier. So just hats off to everyone in the league, really. I think they're all really fun to race with.
Love that. Benny boy, Silverstone, we good?
Yeah, Silverstone for me, it's a smooth track really. You just got to go around it smooth and you're good. But I'm hoping I can end the season finale off with a win, just to make sure that I've got that championship.
Nice. He's got his eyes on the prize, but he's put himself in the driving seat big time with that. So from third to first after tonight's performance, and against all the odds, Ben. That's insane. So well done, you two. Very, very best of luck next week for the final race in Silverstone. Everyone else, we will see you next week at 8 o'clock on Monday evening. Thank you so much for watching. Finally, a massive thank you for the track specialist himself, Mr. DeWill. Have you enjoyed it?
Yeah. It was really, really fun to do. So in the future, if you need someone, I will be happy to come back.
Spot on.
Happy to have you back.
Nice one. Yeah, indeed. Echo the sentiments from Jack. Superb race we've had once again in Cone Racing League. So thank you everyone for watching, and we will see you next week. Make sure that you, if you're watching this right now, please give us a like, please give it a little share or a subscribe. Try and help things along nicely, and we'll see you all next week. Thanks a lot, and good night.